Et bonjour et bienvenue dans ce 6e épisode sur Syberia. On va essayer donc de faire plein de choses. Dans l'ordre des choses, il va falloir trouver des grappes de raisin, parce que j'ai finalement lu les bouquins, donc il faut trouver du raisin sauvignon pour pouvoir attirer dans un piège que je ne sais pas encore trouvé, mais il doit y avoir un piège quelque part, les fameux pigeons, les coucous rouges là, pour en récupérer un œuf, pour pouvoir réparer avec ça le kiosque à musique, ce qui me permettra de récupérer le fric et donc pouvoir payer les mariniers. Et en parallèle à ça, il faudra aussi réparer les écluses. Donc il y a du boulot. On va commencer par causer aux gens du fameux Sauvignon.
If I were to say Forest Sauvignon to you, what would you say?
Oh, let's see. Sauvignon. Sauvignon? I would say it's some kind of tropical shrub, don't you think?
We are talking about the same plant, then. It is a very rare shrub with small, juicy fruits. I found a book about the Amazon, and it says that there are even Sauvignon plants growing right here in Bergstadt. You wouldn't know where, would you?
Amazon Sauvignon plants here? No. No, I don't think there are any. Highly implausible. But you should ask the station master. He is keeper of the greenhouse at our university, so he could tell you more than me.
Oh, thanks very much.
C'est tout
I'll
à fait
leave you in
censé.
peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
Du coup, on va aller causer au chef de gare. Ah,
Hello?
So, you got him then, this air?
Ah, it's you, Mr. Marson. Good day, and how are you, sir?
I'll feel a whole lot better when this whole business is over and the sales contract is signed. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Bergstadt.
What? What in God's name are you doing there?
It's a magnificent university town. It would appear Hans Vorarlberg once passed by here several years ago.
So if he isn't there anymore, then there's no point hanging around.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but I have good reason to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. For the time being, I'm trying to gather extra information from people who have known him.
What's your next destination?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Doesn't sound like you know too much, Kate.
I just need a bit of time, Mr. Marson.
Yeah, well, time is what you ain't got. Keep me posted.
laisse les gens bosser, nom de Dieu. Bon, salut. Alors, ce picrate.
Where might I find some Forest Sauvignon plants, please?
No place around here, that's for sure. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, for someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it
Et
comes
il
from.
se garde pour sa propre consommation.
Amazon, Peru, Papua, New Guinea, it's all the same to me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me.
No kidding. Ils font pas coucou. Non, un coucou, ça fait vraiment coucou. Ah bon. Ouais, il est pas là. Toujours fermé ça.
Can't go that way.
Ben ouais. Il s'est tiré. Il a abandonné son poste. Tout ça pour aller siffler une bouteille. Et toi, tu peux me causer de trucs intéressants ou pas? Qu'est-ce qu'il sait sur Sauvignon?
You don't know where I might find any Amazon Forest Sauvignon, do you?
No, Kate Walker?
Bon, au moins c'est clair.
Oscar, the sailors have agreed to tow the train, but they want to get paid for it. I suppose you have some petty cash on board to cover traveling costs?
No, there is nothing like that. You will note, however, Kate Walker, that every effort has been made to ensure maximum passenger comfort.
Okie dokie. I'll have to sort this one out by myself then.
Bon.
You should take a look around the station, Oscar. It's amazing. Greenhouses that are all lit up, exotic trees, and thousands of birds of all different colors.
I am obliged to avoid exposing my wheelwork to corrosive bird excreta. I shall remain inside to monitor the locomotive.
Of course. Well, too bad for you. Oscar, see you later, alligator.
In a while, Kate Walker.
Ouais. Vaut mieux éviter de se faire chier dessus par des moineaux quand on est un automate. Non, il est pas ici. Mais où il est allé, le chef de gare? Aïe. Ah, il est là. Il est là, merde.
Excuse me, station master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
Pas vraiment.
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
I'm looking for a kind of little juicy berry.
J'insiste, hein.
You don't know where I could find some?
Look, lady, the station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries, not even forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries, red currants, they're all the same to me. And we don't grow none of them here.
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here, in the famous Barokstadt University aviary itself.
Well, if it's in a book, then don't believe everything you read, miss.
I don't know why, but I don't think you're telling me the truth.
What do you mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grave? Go ask your professor, what's his name, Pons, the paleontologist.
But you're the master of this station, so you should know better than anyone.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fossils.
Ouais. Lui me renvoie vers toi.
You wouldn't know where the forests...
Why do you think there are...
I read about it.
Try going to see the station
mais j'en
master,
reviens.
if such a shrub exists.
It's actually he who sent me to you.
Ouais.
I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors. After all, they are in charge of the university.
All right, thanks. I'll leave you in...
Sorry?
Bon, bah alors go voir les trois Gugus. Ah là là. De nouveau, on me balade d'une administration à l'autre. Hein. Alors.
Are you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barokstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in Barokstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barokstadt?
Ah bon?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station. But our station master would be very proud of it.
He would take very good care of it, too. Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might play in this.
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Ouais.
Without him and without his laboratory, how would we make the wine, do you think?
Ah bah voilà.
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy responsibilities.
We would wait impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barokstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's
Merci de résumer
loving
tout ce qu'on
care.
vient d'entendre. Hein.
And finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, You have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty conclusions.
Bah, je suis avocate, hein.
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional. You know, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern producing barely a few bottles every year.
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So we can't count on your discretion, can't we?
Ouais.
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything.
Bon.
Here we are, busy.
Already?
Thank you.
And
On va causer aux autres de ça. Il y a quelque chose là? Ah, j'ai pas vu qu'il y avait une porte.
no
Voir ce
point,
que ça sert.
it's locked.
Eh ben, ça valait la peine. Bon. Alors.
I have just had a very interesting little discussion with the rectors. It seems that you are perfectly aware of the existence of Sauvignon plants here in Barrackstadt. Apparently, you find them very tasty.
Not at all. I never drink wine. I prefer to make it. Production to me is much more satisfying.
So you don't deny.
Why, seeing as the rectors have let you into our little secret, I even converted part of the laboratory into a fermenting room for Amazon Sauvignon wine production. Of course, I cannot produce wine in large quantities. We have to be discreet, after all.
And what about your students? Haven't they noticed anything?
Oh, you know how students are. After all, a chemical reaction is still a chemical reaction, even when grapes are involved. And malolactic fermentation takes time. Sometimes strange odors begin to waft through the corridors. Then I just burn a little sulfur.
Ah, super.
Incredible. Totally incredible. You are really something, Professor Pons. Really something.
I'm not sure whether I should take that as a compliment.
Bon. Alors, qu'est-ce que lui, il va pouvoir dire de ça? Eh? Allez, allez. Je te demande juste une grappe ou deux. Alors, à
You
propos
have
de
been
ce
playing
Sauvignon.
with me, haven't you? You knew very well there were forest Sauvignon berries in the station garden.
Ah,
Not at all. I've never seen your Sauvignon things.
You don't have to lie to me. I know all about it. You and the rectors are in cahoots, and the professor's lab has been turned into a distillery. You've all got a nice little smuggling racket on the side.
Smuggling racket. Hey, lady, you're going a bit far there. It's just a little on-the-side thing we got going, that's all. It's just for ourselves. Hey, honest.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Aren't you worried about the reputation of this fine university? The authorities should be informed of this.
ouh là 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 là.
But we haven't done anything wrong. It's not a crime.
Un délit,
Can you open the gate to the garden, please?
Sure. No problemo. Right away, miss.
D'accord, donc c'est là-bas. Voilà. Merci.
There you are. Please feel free to visit the garden at your leisure. And there was just one thing. I'm not a liar. Not really. Just mum's the word. There is the reputation of the university to think about. And I have superiors, and I have to do what I can.
I understand. Don't you worry.
Thank you, miss.
Ah là 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 là. Là, il s'en passe toujours des choses dans un labo de chimie. Et dans un jardin botanique. Alors, bon, c'est surtout plein de boulot pour l'instant. Oui. Ah, attends, il y a quelque chose à prendre là. Voilà.
I don't need that for the time being.
Ok, donc j'ai des baies de sauvignon. Parfait. On peut aller jusqu'où là? Nulle part. Ok. Tout ça pour ça. Alors, on va aller nourrir les oiseaux. Ah, ça devrait les éloigner. Et du coup, je pourrais grimper. Voir ce qu'il y a là-haut. Voilà. Plop, 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 tout tranquillement. Ils vont surtout pas y aller en volant, hein. Non. Enfin bon, la voie est libre. C'est ce qui tourne. C'est logique, hein. On verra ça plus tard. Ah putain, faut pas avoir le vertige. Ah, l'aigle mécanique, le fameux. Et des œufs, bien.
Impossible to reach it.
What? C'est juste à côté de toi, ma grande. Comment ça, impossible à atteindre? T'es littéralement juste à côté. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Bah. Ah. Ok, il me faut un truc pour récupérer les œufs. Un bâton, une pelle. J'ai rien vu de tel dans le jardin. Hein. Ah. Bon bah. Cherchons une pelle. Ah, ils sont carrément partis. Bon d'accord. Il n'y a pas des outils de jardinage ici, non? Genre un râteau. Un simple bout de bois. Au bout duquel je pourrais planter le crochet. Bah, vous savez quoi d'ailleurs, on va garder le crochet en main. Non, hein. Est-ce que je peux reprendre des baies?
I don't need that for the...
Ouais, non.
Hey, miss, please, excuse me.
Oui.
Yes?
You know, I want to apologize for our little misunderstanding. I brought you a bottle of wine.
Oh, oh.
Markstadt Sauvignon. Very good year. Let me know what you think.
I'm very touched. Thank you.
Good luck on your journey, lady.
Thank you.
Rajoute donc la corruption à son cas. J'accepte. Peut-être qu'il y a quelque chose ici. Ils ont pas des rames, eux, ou des trucs à... Non. Le vin, non, ça les intéresse pas. Ils ont pas des perches?
Hey there! On the boat!
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle!
My husband say how...
Non, il n'y a plus rien. Ok, d'accord.
I'll leave you to...
Das...
Bon. Est-ce que je peux atteindre les œufs avec la bouteille? Tiens, on peut essayer ça. Non, ça marche pas. On sait jamais, hein. Mon truc, c'est que toutes ces petites balades, tous ces petits allers-retours, ça prend mine de rien vite du temps. Hein, parce que le jeu est pas monstre fluide. Et chaque fois que je redescends là, hop, elle met 20 ans à descendre, 20 ans à monter. Tant que je suis dans le coin, est-ce que je peux pas récupérer ça? Ouais. Ça va aller la montrer au type. Du moment que j'y suis. Toi, t'en penses quelque chose, tout ça? Non, hein. Le crochet, peut-être tu peux te le mettre dans le cul, non? Alors, est-ce que t'as une petite soif? Non, t'as pas une petite soif. Par contre, la poupée, tu dois pouvoir m'en dire quelque chose. Ouais.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again. Professor, I have brought you something that should be of interest to you. Look.
Mais nibar. Alors,
What have you got there, then? Let's see. An effigy of a mammoth. But this is Hans' doll, is it not? Yes, of course it is. How on earth did you... Oh, my God. It's in my hands. It exists. It really exists. Please do excuse me. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
You see? Your Hans and my Vorarlberg heir are one and the same.
This is incredible. After all these years, how can I ever thank you, my dear? Oh, I must waste no time. I'm off to my laboratory. I must study this carefully. May I borrow your treasure a moment?
Well, actually,
Don't worry, miss. I will take the greatest care of it. But I need to study it. You see, it has such importance to me that this very afternoon I shall deliver an impromptu lecture to my students about this very object. If you are interested in Hans Vorarlberg, then it is essential that you attend.
do you think so?
Obviously. Give me your telephone number and I will call you the moment my lecture begins. I will return you your doll at the end. You have my word.
Ok. D'autres manières de demander le numéro d'une jeune fille. Mais enfin, ça fonctionne. Oh. Accès au laboratoire maintenant. Ah bah ici, on devrait pouvoir trouver du matos. Est-ce qu'on peut distiller le vin pour faire du schnapps? Ah, ça c'est très intéressant. Qu'est-ce que ça foutait là d'ailleurs? Elle tourne en rond un peu là. J'ai un peu fait bugger. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah, le truc qui augmente l'acuité visuelle. D'accord. Je sais pas à quoi ça va servir, mais j'imagine que ça servira. Ah, des pinces, voilà. Comme ça, je vais pouvoir récupérer les œufs. La bouteille, ouais, j'ai toujours. Il va falloir que je l'offre au recteur, j'imagine. Ah, sors de là. Ah.
What is it you want to know, miss?
Non, rien de particulier. D'accord.
I'll leave you in peace.
Sorry?
Ok. Alors, on retourne dans le train déjà pour écouter le cylindre. Alors, le truc de Barockstadt.
Hans, I have some very sad news. Our father is dead. He passed away peacefully last Sunday in his sleep. I feel so lonely now.
Father had been but a shadow of himself since your departure. I had to take care of everything for him. Housework, factory paperwork, the workforce, clients, everything. And now, today, well, I really don't know who or what I'm fighting for. Times are so hard, and this terrible war is destroying everything. Nobody cares for our automatons anymore. I just think about you returning. And when you do return, I will have turned this factory into a palace worthy of your genius. Please take care of yourself. I love you so much, Anna.
Ok. Il fallait absolument le mettre dans le soutif pour les 3 pas qu'elle vient de faire. Hein. On peut pas le garder à la main. Enfin bon. Alors, c'est Pâques à la chasse aux œufs. Youpi! Bon, ok, du coup on va mettre ça dans la balance du kiosque à musique. Donc c'est par là. Derrière. On prend ça. En espérant que ce soit le bon poids, mais normalement. Ouais. Si, ça le répare pas tout de suite, mais ça ouvre une nouvelle pièce. Ouh. On va aller dans les tréfonds du truc. Oh. On va devoir programmer la musique. Ah non, c'est bon. Voilà. Eh ben, Martin de Wintergatan, c'est comme ça que ça se fait. Voilà. Ok, donc maintenant je peux aller toucher ma thune. Du coup, maintenant qu'il y a de la zik.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
Bah non, du coup.
A little problem,
They are kept to...
Nor trains.
Alors,
Gentlemen, I have managed to repair your university bandstand.
The bandstand is playing again. This is marvelous news.
We are really very grateful indeed.
Yes, very grateful indeed. We will look back on your visit with much fondness in our hearts.
And now let us in turn honor our word. How much is it you need, miss?
$100, if it's not too much to ask.
Something like
We agree to grant you the aforementioned sum, miss. You may now leave with your train.
bah, c'est-à-dire que faut encore réparer l'écluse, hein.
And while we're on the subject, when will you be leaving?
Yes, because now you should relocate your train as quickly as possible. Here we are, busy.
All right.
Thank you.
And
Bon, alors allons voir les mariniers. Alors, voilà la tunasse, monsieur, dame. Par contre, votre bateau est toujours coincé.
there you go. Here's your money. I've checked it. It's all there.
Plouf! Ah non, c'est bon.
Ah, thank you. Not difficult get dollar. See? You are a real businesswoman.
Ah, ah.
I'm not the only one around here.
We pleased to do deal with you. Now, you open lock or we no help you.
Why didn't you manage to open them? After all, you don't have to be a genius.
Ma vad pensiero esto? Di kleine madam. No se sei mar alles non comprendo en allora kaput en andere bordel.
Bordel.
On boom telefonieren kaput.
My husband say instructions complicated. No understand manual. My husband angry. Very angry. Oh, now telephone broke. Kaput.
Now that is annoying. What are you going to do next?
We wait repairman.
Well, I don't have the time to wait. I'll have to go have a look. There must be some way of releasing the opening mechanism.
Take key. Sailor always need key for lock.
Ah bah voilà. Elle n'a pas fait plouf non plus.
Okay, thanks.
Ah, téléphone.
Hello?
Hey, how's my little baby girl? I was thinking about you only yesterday because I saw this fantastic fur coat. You are wrapping up warm, aren't you? I mean, people in foreign countries never know how to dress properly for the weather.
Mom, it's so sweet of you to worry, but I'm fine, really. The trip's a breeze, no worries. I mean, there's...
Well, when are you coming back? Frank is dying to meet you.
Frank? Oh, yeah, your singer. You two seeing each other then?
Oh, you'll never guess the surprise he gave me yesterday.
No, I suppose I won't.
Frank invited me to a big charity show organized by, someone or another. Anyway, they got him singing a couple of old numbers from his repertoire, and in the end, he asked me to go up on stage with him. Can you imagine me, your mother, on stage in front of thousands of people?
Wow, I would have loved to have been there. Not too emotional, I hope.
Oh, too emotional by far, especially as I hadn't even been to the hairdresser. Well, I didn't even have the proper dress on. But Frank promised me he'd see to that next time. Oh, he's such a cutie, and he's got the sweetest little...
I'm sure he has, Mom.
Oui, je suis pas sûr de vouloir savoir.
If you could join us one day. Let's see, when is his next gala? I'm so forgetful these days. I swear I'd lose my head if it weren't in the clouds. You just watch out, my girl. Them years will catch up with you much quicker than you think.
I'll look out for them, Ma. Nice to hear your voice. Lots of love.
Well, to you too, my little munchkin.
Ouais. Donc, la clé. Là. Ah putain.
The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize.
That's unfortunate.
The instructions...
Locks. Peut-être que je peux demander au paléontologue de me déchiffrer ce langage. Mais lui, qu'est-ce qu'il peut m'en dire?
I'm so...
What?
Can you explain to me how the locks in the canal work, please?
A lock, right, is a system of sealed gates. They're clever, right? They help boats overcome gradient problems in channeled water flows. They make this kind of boat staircase, see?
Right.
You know what I like? Sitting on the bank, watching the barges and...
I'm sorry. I must have expressed myself badly. I need to know how the locks open and close, to vary the water levels.
I'm not sure of the precise maneuver. Trains and barges, trains, now those guys are very different fellows altogether.
Ok, merci.
I won't...
Welcome.
Ah, discuter avec quelqu'un d'autre. Bon, paléontologue, ça veut pas dire qu'il sait déchiffrer les langues
What is
anciennes.
it you want to know, miss?
I'm under the impression that if I am to continue my journey, I'm going to have to open the locks on the canal.
You're probably right, my dear, so open the locks. Whether they are open or closed is none of my business.
Merci, très utile.
Sorry.
If you can possibly get the canal lock open, then the sailors will be able to tow the train up to the winding machine.
Open the lock? What a singular idea!
What a surprising request.
Our university isn't responsible for the functioning of the canal locks. A different administration deals with that, miss.
Super.
Here we are.
All right.
Thank...
And
Et toi, tu peux me dire quelque chose? En tant que mécanisme toi-même, tu peux m'apprendre comment
everything
fonctionne
okay,
une écluse.
Oscar?
Yes,
You must have seen that barge on the canal, Oscar? Well, that barge is going to help us by towing the train up to the winding machine. I've still got 1 or 2 matters to resolve, but they shouldn't take too long.
I cannot help you in this matter, Kate Walker. River transport is not part of my mandate.
Yeah, I figured as much, Oscar. I don't know why.
Because you are very attentive, Kate Walker.
Bon, ben alors je sais
Oscar?
pas trop.
See you later.
In a while.
Du coup, ce sera un mystère pour le prochain épisode. En attendant, faites ce qu'on fait toujours sur YouTube. Et ciao!